Leighton Contractors mining division runs nationally. We run 22 sites, 3,000 people across Australia and New Zealand. We're operating in open cut and underground. We're operating in the majority of the commodities. Big focus on iron ore and coal, and we've got a great business, and we're pretty proud of the coverage and the skills and the people we have.
We're a whole service organisation. We can do the planning, come in and do the construction, the civil side of things, do the mining, the whole lot, then come back through at the end and clean up and rehabilitate the land back to what it needs to be. I think Leighton's got everything it needs there to do everything that the client can possibly want.
I really enjoy working for Leighton. As a company, I'm really impressed with our relationship with the client.
I think it's just the way that we do our job and the professionalism we've actually got behind the Leighton sign. There's just so many good people that work with us and work around us, and that filters from the very top.
The Leighton Mining division is structured to provide mining services across Australia and New Zealand. We are organised as two major operating groups. One is HWE Mining, operates in the west, very much an iron ore focus. Leighton Mining operates in the east and is very much a coal mining business.
Well, I guess we deliver to the clients a can-do. We're West Australian based, so and we're a big iron ore provider of services to the iron ore industry. So we have that expertise. Being part now of Leighton Contractors has given us the added strength and the balance sheet behind us, and a sort of an expansion of that can-do attitude.
Leighton Mining operate mainly on the east coast of Australia, including New Zealand. We have a diverse range of clients, and we predominantly operate in the coal sector. We're looking to expand that in the future to diversify our business.
HWE is the largest contract miner of iron ore in Australia, so we do have a lot of experience in that area. I guess we were probably seen as probably the premier miner of iron ore if you're going to do a contract in Australia. I guess it really all comes down to knowledge and experience.
This is Cockatoo Island. That's the other island. That's Australia.
Here on the island we get the highest grade ore in the world. Seams of beach sand, and then you get pockets of very hard ore as well.
Rotowara is an open cut coal mine operation. We supply coal to Solid Energy, our client, who sell it to the power station Huntley and to Glenbrook Steel in Auckland.
We just actually clocked up a huge milestone for the company and also for the client as well. We produced our 400 millionth tonne. It's an unbelievable achievement.
When you look at the customer focus, with the 4 shifts that we put together there last week with our coal, every day that we actually produced coal last week, we kept on breaking the target every day we were on coal.
Longwall punch mining is definitely the way of the future with underground coal mining. It's very cutting edge. It's quite easy and inexpensive to get to the coal seam.
It's a simple, cost-effective, efficient process, and certainly is a low-cost solution for our clients.
That's the Broadmeadow pit. It's an old open cut pit. Basically, when they finished the open cut mining, they cleaned it all up, and now what they're doing is they're punch longwalling, coming in off the high wall and driving out underneath the land over there about 2 to 3 kilometres.
Kelly Underground Gold Mine, biggest producing underground gold mine in Australia. We produce just under 2 million tonne of ore per year. It's a big mine. It's very isolated. It's in central Australia in the middle of the Tanami Desert. So there's challenges with the isolation, but the challenges also bring the good out of people, I believe. HWE are the leaders in the northwest with producing ore. Behind us we've got the ore processing plant for Area C. It's made up of a ROM, a couple of crushers and some screens. We produce approximately 25 million tonne a year through the plant. The ore is then transported out onto the stockpiles behind us, where it's railed to Port Hedland.
We pride ourselves here in specialising getting the coal out on spec for the client. Because of these small seams and high in ash and high in sulphur, and our blending plant down here, we meet all the clients' requirements. Smaller seams are high in sulphur and ash, and our first worked coal, which is the largest seams, is low in ash, and we just blend them together, just like a cake mix.
We've got a lot of machinery, we've got a lot of capability, a lot of good people out there that know how to use that machinery and repair it. And I think in today's market, that's a really valuable thing.
Obviously, we can't run the job if we don't have the equipment in good order, and we have, you know, a lot of maintenance plans in place. And ourselves, you know, we make the effort too to look after the machinery, and you know, it's all in the way you drive it.
We operate one of the largest fleets of mobile earth moving equipment in Australia. We have about $700 million worth of machinery at the moment. To buy it new would cost you around about $1.4 billion. Consists of over 250 haul trucks and about 50 major loading tools of excavators and large wheel loaders. We also operate enormous amounts of ancillary equipment to service that as well.
We are now a total service provider, so we can design, construct, we can help with finance, we can help with technical solutions. We can deliver it really from front gate to back gate.
We have our values, and our number one value is safety, and there's no sense us operating out there if we can't keep our people safe.
We have some projects that have gone for 4 years without lost time injury, and we've developed systems and processes, but fundamentally we have people who believe in safety itself, and that's the key driver for our business.
Everything's discussed with a risk assessment in place, and no job's done before all of that is investigated. It's a pretty intense part of our job.
Our crew, we sort of look after each other too. So the safety is more important than anything else.
What's been very impressive, I think, is how through this acquisition process that we've been able to bring the HWE team and the Leighton team together as a national business and really looking for synergies that we can provide across the business.
It's now a bigger team as part of Leighton Contractors. Very much we go back to this can-do. We stick up for each other. People are proud of what they do. They're proud of the name. They're proud now of being part of Leighton Contractors.
Personally, I believe in teamwork, and we have a fantastic team here right now.
Everybody's in it for the same reason, so you band together, you get done quicker.
We have teams at many levels, and ultimately you have the smaller, tight team that work together every day, but they've got to interact with other people on site. So the operational people have to work with the maintenance people. The project has to work together as a team.
From the drill and blast crew delivering suitable material for the production mining crew to actually dig. That's internally. Externally with the client, we need to help them understand what we're capable of, and they need to be able to work closely with us to provide us with the right plans we need to go out and do the job we're all here for.
We operate under many different sorts of arrangements contractually, joint venture, alliances, so we have different mechanisms, but ultimately the really important is to get the team spirit between ourselves and the client so that we can really be achieving good value.
The value that HWE add is in their specialist knowledge. It's in the fact that a larger mining specialist can also generate greater buying power in terms of mining consumables. They provide expertise in mining safety as well.
HWE Mining really thinks it's delivered that sort of relationship contracting for many, many years, and getting close to the client, understanding their goals, making those goals project goals, so we're both aligned, and we're seeing that as a growing part of the industry.
It's not just about providing a service, it's about providing a way of doing business that achieves the best for all parties concerned.
That's working very well at the moment. We have a very good relationship with the management of HWE here on site, and things are working well.
My personal experience with them here at Orebody 25 has been nothing but positive.
Amongst the alliance people, it's very, very hard to pick who's a Newmont person, who's a HWE person. In fact, I would defy anyone to pick the difference. Once you come onto this side, you're a partner in this mine, and you're part of the team.
Community is important to us. We're particularly up in the Pilbara. We have a large Indigenous community up there, and we work hard to be part of that community. We provide training, we provide jobs.
They haven't been on big machinery before, and they have got real good trainers here to train Indigenous people up on the machinery, and
We've got a couple of boys working here and they really enjoy the work and they want to stay. They don't want to go home and that, you know.
We work in a rural residential area. We have a town just down the road. We have adjoining farmland all around us. And I feel the client is happy with the way that we're maintaining our relationships with them as well as the people around us.
We don't do damage to our people, and it is just as important we leave the environment in the way we found it.
We have a coral reef out in the out here we've got to look after. So we do a lot of testing of the water, turbidity testing. We have an environmental officer, she looks after most of that.
We minimise waste by reusing what we can or recycling things from the office paper to recycling wood and metal and those sorts of things as well. We also recycle our water, so our washdown bays, etc., feed into a common source where we remove any oils or contaminants and then reuse the water for dust suppression.
We minimise the effect on that local environment, you know, regenerating the waste dumps and the stream diversions, minimisation of silt runoff, that sort of thing. And we need to make sure that our operations are running as efficient as they can be too in regard to our burning of diesel and obviously CO2 emissions. For the sustainability of the mining industry, people affected by and associated with the mine want a sense, as we do, that we're minimising our effect on the environment.
We have to take care of our environment, what we work in, what we live in, because eventually it will become a playground for our children. So.
It's important that we add value to our clients' operations. We primarily do this by our people, the skills that our people provide and the experience they bring. Ultimately, to get the most out of our equipment, our operation, is to make sure that we create an environment where our people can be as efficient as possible.
Working 24/7 every day of the year, our people become almost our family, and our people are our greatest resource, so we like to look after them because that's what builds our business and keeps us in business.
My father's been mining all his life, my brother, my sister, my mother's been in it, myself.
I love blowing up things. I work in drill and blast, and it's exciting and great experience.
I like to be out here. You know, it's a bit like being on the moon sometimes, but the weather's always good.
We've got a great mix of people here, and we've all come together and we'll want the same thing in the end.
It's all about people. Our business is built on people.
The reserves and the resources here in the Pilbara are massive. We have the people, we have the equipment, we have the passion, and we have the expertise to do it.
Our quality and our systems are really second to none, I believe. I think we've got the systems and the people and the whole attitude and approach to what we do to deliver the best value product that they're going to get out there.
I've never seen a resources boom like this, and I've been around a long, long time. Our future is bright. Our industry's growing. We've got products in Australia that the world wants. We're seeing China really move up and up and up. Our next step may be to see India create demand, but we've got the team, HWE Mining and Leighton, to really deliver an outcome that's not been seen before.
We've got the capability, we've got the skills, we've certainly got the people. We see that we can double our business by 2010. We'll do that through organic growth, and we'll do it by expanding the portfolio of service we provide, whether it be to different commodities, whether it be expanding our geographic base. We've got a great future, great opportunities for the company, great opportunities for our people.